Hi Saints, it's Pastor Mike. Thought I'd just take a moment and walk you through the APEST, or which we would call biblically the Apostle, Prophet, Evangelist, Shepherd, and Teacher. We have a prophetic conference coming up, and we just want to take a quick moment and explain how this works in a church. God has given us 5 unique giftings and 5 unique people. And it goes something like this. If you were going to use a hand, here's sort of how it works in the church. We would start with the index finger, and this would be your prophet because they point us to God. The prophet tends to be a little black and white and very clear about what God is doing and not doing, very sensitive to the things of the Spirit. And we need prophets. We need people who speak the Word of God to us. And then you have the evangelist, and of course that's the middle finger, and you and I both know in the West what that means. And it's the finger of offense. And boy, the evangelists don't mind being offensive. It's not that they're trying to be offensive. They just don't mind it because they are concerned about the eternal destiny of a person's soul. So whatever it takes to get the gospel out, and if you don't like them, it'll bother them a little, but they really want you to come to know Jesus, so they're willing to offend you. And at times the prophet and the evangelist are not always the easiest to work with because they are moving and shaking and doing all they can to move people towards the things of God. And then you've got the shepherd. The shepherd, now everybody loves the shepherd because the shepherd cares about everybody. He's going to make sure that the sheep are okay, and he's going to notice that the shepherd, there's one little lone sheep, and he's going to make sure that people feel included and there's community. Beautiful, and we need that. And then there's the teacher. Oh, that's the pinky. And you know how when you drink a little tea, you got to get the pinky out there. You got to do things right. And you want to make sure exegetically it's right. And you got the prophet who's spiritually right. And this sort of bookends the 4 fingers. And you've got 4 fingers that sort of make a beautiful little picture, but none of this makes a fist until you have a thumb. And the thumb is the apostle. The apostle is the person who is on mission, who's declaring and moving forward, apostolic, declaring God's news, bringing the good news of Jesus into places that maybe it's never been, breaking through barriers and hellish walls or obstacles that would prevent us from being the kingdom of God. And you take a thumb and you take the 4 fingers, you have a fist. And when you have a fist, we can turn to the gates of hell and we can punch through anything he has. This is the 5-fold ministry that God has given us. The prophet, the evangelist, the shepherd, the teacher, and the apostle who come together for the glory of God. Pray that you would find your fit in the church. Multiple gifts come alongside that as well. But we are called to be a fist for God's glory, a place of healing where a community of multiplied gifts come together in different and just beautiful color of God's glory and variance. May he be glorified in all that we are and who we are. God bless you.